Welcome to my channel Old Worth Coins. The 1987 1 cent. United States of America coin. The 1987 1 cent coin from the United States, commonly known as the Lincoln cent or penny, is part of a long-running series featuring the image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse front. This design has been in use since 1909, commemorating Lincoln's 100th birthday, and remains one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. The 1987 penny features Lincoln's bust facing right, with the words "In God We Trust" above, "Liberty" to the left, and the year 1987 to the right. The reverse back features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, with the inscription "United States of America" on top and a 1 cent at the bottom. The phrase "E pluribus unum" appears above the memorial. There were three main mint facilities that produced the 1987 penny: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S. The Philadelphia and Denver coins were minted for circulation, while the San Francisco coins were proof coins, made for collectors. In 1987, the penny was made of copper-plated zinc, consisting of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. This change from solid copper to copper-plated zinc started in 1982. Due to rising copper prices, the weight of the coin is 2.5 grams. For most 1987 pennies found in general circulation, their value is 1 cent. Even in lightly circulated condition, they are generally not worth more than face value unless there is something special about the coin, such as an error or unusual condition. Uncirculated and mint state value. In mint state condition, graded MS60 to MS67, the 1987 penny can be worth more than face value. For example, a 1987 D penny in MS65 condition might sell for 30 cents to $1. High-grade examples, especially MS67 or better, can fetch higher prices at auctions or from collectors. The 1987 S-proof penny, made for collectors and not released into circulation, can be worth between $1 and $5 depending on its condition. These coins are struck using special dies and polished blanks, resulting in a highly reflective surface and sharper data coin. Value is heavily dependent on condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 poor to 70 perfect. Coins with no visible wear and a clean surface are considered uncirculated or mint state. Grading requires examining details like luster, strike sharpness, and the presence of nicks or scratches. Some 1987 pennies may have minting errors that increase their value. Common errors include off-center strikes, double dies, and die cracks. These error coins are often sold to collectors at premiums, with values ranging from a few dollars to hundreds, depending on rarity and interest. While most 1987 pennies are common and not highly valuable, they are still interesting to collectors, especially in pristine condition or as part of a complete date and mint set. For young or beginner collectors, they serve as a great introduction to U.S. coin collecting and numismatics. The 1989 United States 1 cent coin, commonly known as a penny. The 1989 1 cent coin is part of the Lincoln cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909. It features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse back. This design was used from 1959 to 2008. The 1989 penny is one of the most common pennies produced during this period. Design details. The obverse of the coin shows Abraham Lincoln facing right, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" above his head, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1989 to the right. Below the date is the mint mark, which could be either D Denver or no mint mark Philadelphia. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, with United States of America on top and a 1 cent below. The words E pluribus unum appear above the memorial. Mint locations and mintage. In 1989, the U.S. Mint produced pennies at two facilities, Philadelphia and Denver. Philadelphia struck over 7 billion coins without a mint mark, while Denver produced over 5.3 billion coins with a D mint mark. Number 1989 pennies were minted in San Francisco for general circulation, composition and size. The 1989 penny is made primarily of zinc, with a thin copper plating. This change in composition began in mid-1982 due to rising copper prices. The coin weighs 2.5 grams, has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, and is 1.52 millimeters thick. Its color appears similar to earlier copper pennies, but it is lighter due to its zinc core. Circulated condition. Most 1989 pennies found today are in circulated condition. These typically have wear on Lincoln's cheek, jaw, and coat, and the reverse details like the Lincoln statue inside the memorial might be faint. In this condition, the coin usually holds only face value unless it's in very high-grade condition or has an error. Uncirculated condition. Uncirculated 1989 pennies, often found in coin rolls or original mint sets, show no signs of wear and have full mint luster. These coins can be worth slightly more to collectors, generally between 10 to 50 cents depending on quality. Coins graded MS-65 or higher by services like PCGS or NGC can fetch $1 to $5. Proof coins. Although no regular 1989 pennies were minted in San Francisco for circulation, the U.S. Mint did produce a limited number of 1989's proof pennies. These are high-quality coins made for collectors, with sharp details and a mirror-like finish. Proof 1989's pennies typically sell for $1 to $3 in the numismatic market. Error coins. Some 1989 pennies are valuable due to mint errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or coins struck on the wrong planchette. For example, a 1989 penny with a strong double die error on the obverse could be worth $50 or more. These are rare and must be authenticated by a grading service. Collector interest and value. Because the 1989 penny was minted in such large numbers, it holds little value in average condition. However, the 1991 1-cent coin from the United States, commonly known as the Lincoln penny, features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln. This coin is part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which was issued from 1959 to 2008. The 1991 penny continues this classic design, honoring the 16th President of the United States. Design details. The obverse front of the coin shows Abraham Lincoln's bust, designed by Victor David Brenner. Above his head is the motto "In God We Trust," with a liberty on the left, and the date 1991 on the right. If the coin has a mint mark, it appears just below the date. The reverse back features the Lincoln Memorial, along with the words United States of America, E pluribus unum, and a 1 cent. Mints and mint marks. The 1991 penny was struck at 3 different mints. Philadelphia, no mint mark. Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. The Philadelphia and Denver coins were made for circulation, while the San Francisco coins were proof coins intended for collectors only. Metal composition. Like other pennies from 1982 onwards, The 1991 cent is made of copper-plated zinc. It contains 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, weighing 2.5 grams. This change was made to reduce production costs after copper became too expensive in the early 1980s. Circulated value, a 1991 penny found in regular pocket change is typically worth its face value of 1 cent. These coins were produced in huge numbers, billions. So they are very common and not rare in circulated condition. Mint state and uncirculated value. In uncirculated or mint state condition, MS60 to MS67, a 1991 penny can be worth slightly more than face value. For example, a 1991 D penny in MS65 condition might be worth 30 cents to $1.00. Very high-grade coins, especially with no marks and strong luster, may bring more value to collectors. Proof coin value, the 1991 S. Proof penny was minted in San Francisco and intended for collectors. These coins have a mirror-like finish and are made with extra care. A typical 1991 S. Proof penny in good condition is worth around $1 to $5, depending on its grade. Grading and condition, coin collectors use a 70-point scale to grade coins, with MS70 being a perfect uncirculated coin. Coins that are heavily worn are at the low end of the scale, good, very good, while coins with no wear and full original luster are graded higher, MS60, MS70. The value increases with better condition. Errors and varieties, some 1991 pennies may contain minting errors, such as off-center strikes, double die errors, or die cracks. These types of coins can be worth more than normal pennies. The value of an error coin depends on the type and severity of the error. Some may be worth a few dollars, while rare errors can sell for much more. The 1991 penny is not considered rare, but it can still be interesting to collectors, especially in pristine condition or as part of a complete year set. Proof versions and error coins are more valuable. Beginners and young collectors. The 1998 1 cent United States coin, commonly known as a Lincoln cent or penny, is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series. First introduced in 1909. The obverse front of the coin features a portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, originally designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse back design in 1998 still features the Lincoln Memorial, a design used from 1959 to 2008. The words United States of America appear above the memorial, and the Latin phrase E pluribus unum is centered above it. Beneath the memorial is the coin's denomination, 1 cent. The 1998 penny is composed primarily of zinc, 97.5%, with a thin copper plating, 2.5%. As the US Mint switched from a bronze composition to copper-plated zinc in 1982, the coin weighs about 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. There are 3 varieties of the 1998 penny minted in Philadelphia: no mint mark, Denver, D mint mark, and San Francisco, S mint mark for proof coins. Over 5 billion were minted in Philadelphia and over 5.2 billion in Denver, making them very common. The San Francisco proof coins were produced in much lower quantities, approximately 2 million, and were intended for collectors. The value of a circulated 1998 penny is generally only 1 cent unless it has an error or is in exceptionally high-grade uncirculated or proof condition. Uncirculated examples in mint state, MS65 or higher, especially those certified by grading services like PCGS or NGC, may be worth around 30 cents to $2, depending on the condition and market demand. Rare errors, like off-center strikes or double dies, can fetch much higher prices, often between $10 to $100 or more, depending on rarity and severity of the error. Collectors also value coins with full original luster, no wear, and strong details. Overall, unless it's an error coin or proof version in pristine condition, a 1,998 penny holds minimal value above its face worth. But it remains a part of American numismatic history. Would you like help identifying whether your coin might be a rare or proof version? The 2000 United States 1-cent coin, commonly known as a penny, features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse front side, a design that has been in use since 1909. This particular year, 2000, the reverse back side of the coin still shows the Lincoln Memorial, a design used from 1959 to 2008. Made primarily of zinc with a thin copper coating, 97.5%. Zinc and 2.5% copper. The coin weighs 2.5 grams and measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter. The mint mark, if present, can be found under the date on the front of the coin, with possible marks being D for Denver, P for Philadelphia, although Philadelphia minted pennies do not carry a mint mark, or S for San Francisco if the coin is a proof version. The value of a 2000 penny in circulation is generally 1 cent, unless it has errors or is in uncirculated mint condition. For example, a 2000 penny in average circulated condition is worth its face value. However, a 2000 penny in mint state, MS65 or higher, can be worth around 30 cents to $1 depending on the demand and market. Special error coins, such as those with double dies or off-center strikes, can be worth significantly more, sometimes reaching $10 or higher, based on the type and visibility of the error. Proof coins made in San Francisco can be worth more, generally between $1 and $3, especially if they are still sealed in their original mint packaging. When evaluating a coin, collectors consider factors like luster, strike quality, and the absence of wear or scratches. Uncirculated coins with sharp detail and no signs of handling fetch higher values. Collectors may also seek full red road examples, where the original red copper color is preserved, as these are more valuable than red-brown RB or brown BN examples. In summary, the 2000 Lincoln penny is common in circulation, but pristine examples or error coins can carry collector premiums. It's always advisable to get a professional appraisal or consult a coin value guide or dealer when in doubt. Would you like help identifying the condition or value of a specific penny you have?